Okay, what have we got today? So before we go back to looking at some more tools, I'm going to go back to some puzzles. And a couple of very good friends of mine, the two brass monkeys, have been at it again. And this time they've done a joint venture with a fella called Derek Bosch, who's a very, very clever man. And I know Steve and Derek have been working together many years doing different designs of puzzles and stuff. And these are what they call fit together type puzzles. And you know what, I got these, the workmanship is outstanding as always. You know, what they're producing at the moment is really top shelf stuff. They're doing such a good job of what they're doing. But this, I just love what they've done here. There's so much time and effort gone into these puzzles, you would not believe it. They're available to buy now. I'll put the link in the description below so you can have a look. And the way the puzzles come, you can buy them in either separately, so there's 3 different puzzles here that come, and then you know, if you buy all 3 in one go, you get a bonus set with a handbook. So what this is called the Joy of Hex. So obviously they're you know basing the idea on a very famous book that we probably all know when we were younger. So yeah, you've got the 3 main puzzles. So you've got the Joy of Hex, Bish, Bash, Bosh, and this is obviously you know, giving a nod to who helped them create it, the design. Then you got Missionary, which again is another design, and Group Hex. And then you can pick for one of those 3, and if you buy all 3 together, then you've got the Hex Manual. So it comes with a Hex Aid and a Hex Manual. So to show you what's in here, I mean, you know, what they've done is so good. It's so well done. They are true professionals at what they do. So you slide the sleeve out and you've got this beautiful looking box. And when you open the box, you got this paper covering. You take the paper cover off, and there's all the parts of these puzzles. So these all fit together to make, you know, make shapes, which I'll go through with you in a second. So there's they're all the same, but they're obviously different cutouts in each set to make different design shapes. So that's basically what you're going to get in the pack. So you've got 3 of those, which are so well done. And then we move over to the bonus one if you buy all 3 together, which is when you open it up, you get some extra pieces, some bonus pieces, and you get the Joy of Hex Manual. If you open up the Hex Aid, basically it's a 3D printed base, which means you can stand the pieces in when you're putting this stuff together, and it helps you construct the shapes that you want to construct. Now obviously you can try and come up with your own ideas, or you can go through the manual that they've given you to help you build some designs, which is what I will be doing. I'm not clever enough to put these together from scratch, I know that, but I'm so pleased to get this book, and so much time and effort has gone into the whole package. It's quite unbelievable. And the lads, when they've done this, they've really thought about what they're doing, and they've given nod to a lot of us in the puzzle community. And I'm not going to deny, when I got this and started reading through this book, I nearly wet myself. It is so fantastic what they've done with the Joy of Hex. You know, what they've done is absolutely brilliant, and if you read through and they've done the puns that are going into it, you know, just unbelievable. And one of my favourite ones is the back cover illustration, oral sex, and we've got Steve on the back. It is brilliant. I mean, it's so well done. And then there's a few in here, and I'm not going to show them off too much, because there is some solutions in here, but there's a few that, you know, come to mind that, you know, they're all brilliant, but there's a few. The sauce turnstile. Now there's a story that goes along with this, and this is to do with Ollie, and it's a you know, brilliant take of what they've done here, which is fantastic. But there's a few that just I burst out laughing. You know, I couldn't stop myself. You know, Bihexial. I mean, but there's just a few that I probably wouldn't I'm not going to show as well. But I think they are just looking through them, and it absolutely tickles me. I really like it. Another one of my favourites, Allard's dogging. I think I just casual hex. It's you know, so good and unbelievably. I got a nod myself, and there's Shane's Blue movie, and they've given you some questions, you know, fixational questions to see why they've given me that name, and there's a story behind this as well with the Revo mazes, and you know, they've really Jules, I'm not even going to come out with some of them, but you know, they've really put a huge amount of time and effort into this. The quality and the workmanship of the physical puzzles itself is absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to take this away now, and I'm going to put together my version that they've done for me, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. I encourage anybody to go out and buy just one set, and if you feel daring, go for the free. Get the book, go through the book, and start putting them together. You'll have lots of fun. It's you know, really entertaining, and a pleasure to own and add to the collection. And they'll be going on the made up, go on the shelf, and you know, I'm going to have a big smile every time I think about it. This is one book that won't be going into storage. Cheers.